Sorry. Welcome to episode 4 of the Great Siren Hunt with your host Alex Ellis, looking for all of the fire call-out sirens within the Wellington region in New Zealand. So in the first 3 episodes that we've done, we've covered all of the Wellington area, the Hutt Valley. We've done all of the outskirts of Wellington, all the way from here, from episode 1, episode 2, all the way up here. And then in episode 3, from Wellington all the way up there to Paraparaumu, where we are now. And this brings us to where we are here, in Paraparaumu. And we discovered that there is no siren at Paraparaumu. That fire station used to be there and is gone, and that the new fire station has no siren. And now if you move north, all the way up along State Highway 1, you'll reach Waikenae. Then there's Te Moana Road. At the end of it there, and then you go along Te Moana Road from it, there's a fire station there. Unfortunately, Waikenae Station doesn't have a siren either. So we're going to move on. So we move on from Waikenae up to Otaki. Now this is Now there is something here I want to show you. So you go all the way up here. There's no fire stations in Te Horo. Very, very rural area. There's not even a rural fire brigade here. So we move up here to Otaki. Now there is a fire station at Otaki. You go to the end of the of the main road and State Highway 1. To Mill Road. When you reach the roundabout that goes to Mill Road, it's just past the BP station, and then you go along it. Now I want to show you something a bit interesting here. You go all the way along past Otaki Domain to the fire station, which has disappeared from my map. Oh, it's there. Onto satellite view. I want to get the positioning right. Now, this station doesn't actually have a siren, so you're probably thinking, why are you showing me a fire station that doesn't have a siren in it? Well, I want to point out that tower. Don't you think that the top of that looks like the perfect mounting place for a siren? I think so too. The siren, I think that there used to be a siren on top of that tower, and it has gone. Either it's being replaced or it's been permanently removed because perhaps they just don't need a siren at this station anymore. Perhaps they've got another system. So, but I wouldn't have thought so, because you wouldn't really remove the siren and keep the damn tower there. You would have thought though that if they were going to remove the siren, they would remove the whole thing. I don't know. There's some weird grey thing on there, but I think that's just a lamp post. I think that's just a lamp on the end of a lamp post. Definitely not a siren. But I just thought I'd point that out because that's quite interesting, and there might be somebody out there in the industry who knows about that. I mean, it's always plausible. Go back into map view because it loads faster. Go back to State Highway 1. We're quite north in the Wellington region now, but we can still go up. And we head up because we have to see a siren this episode. We will not go an episode without seeing a siren. And for some reason there's a place here called Manawatu. Ain't Manawatu supposed to be a region up north? This is Wellington's equivalent, and it doesn't even have a fire station. So we will zoom out of there and keep heading north until we reach a place called Ohau. And there is no fire station in Ohau. However, up here, I don't know where I am. I've actually gone too far. Actually, I think you'll find I might have even gone too far. I'm not sure. No, I haven't. This is Levin fire station, I believe. Yep, this should be Levin. If I'm wrong, yep, this is it. This is Levin. There's a fire station in Levin on Queen Street. So you go along State Highway 1, also known in this part of Levin as Oxford Street. And you'll come along to a road here called Queen Street, and then there is a fire station on just along on Queen Street to the left, northbound. Right, southbound we go into Street View, and oh, there's a tower, and finally siren. Found a siren. You thought this was going to be a fail, didn't you? Nope, there is a siren here. We might see if we can get a side view, a better view of the siren from the side. So, what should I do? Bristol Street or Salisbury? I'll try Salisbury Street. That appears to be quite open. There's the tower again. You can see it there. Perfect. This was a good decision. And there you can see a side-on view of the siren. There. On a big training tower. It's on top of one of those training towers, you know, like with ropes, ladders, stuff like that, though, that they used to train fire brigade, do exercises, practice, rehearsals, you know, that sort of thing. And after this point, we kind of really leave the Wellington region itself, because we're not really... So Levin itself is really kind of still part of Wellington, whereas, I mean, somewhere over on this side of Wellington there is a line that pretty much says where we cross into Manawatu, and to be honest, we're actually really crossed into Manawatu here, so we're no longer in Wellington. But the thing is that Wellington becomes, the Wellington region stops just after Otaki and becomes the Manawatu region, but Levin is only just north of Wellington, so I decided to include it in this video anyway, because otherwise we won't find any sirens here, and that's really disappointing. It's a difficult thing because there's a fire station here and a fire station, well no, that's because it kind of ends in line, but the line for the Wellington region doesn't just go straight across, it goes along there and it wiggles up there and back down there again. So it's actually really, really odd. So, yep, that would, but I really don't want to conclude this video on just one lousy siren. I mean, we can't just have one siren in this video, because what's the point? It's not really a siren hunt. So we're going to kind of break the rules here by keep going further north out of the Wellington region, further into the Manawatu region up to Foxton, because there is a Foxton, because there are two fire stations in Foxton. Foxton's fire station and Foxton Beach fire station. Seems really odd though that there'd be two fire stations in little old Foxton, but yet there are some areas though that don't even have, around about the same size as Foxton, that don't even have one. Rather odd. Okay, this one here is off of State Highway 1 along on White Street, that's White, W-H-Y-T-E. There you have Foxton fire station. Don't forget though that we're no longer in Wellington, so but I can't really see a fire station. That doesn't look like one. Oh, that does. Bingo! That's a metal pole, big metal pole. Nice loud air raid siren at the top. Well, air raid siren, fire call out siren, they're practically the same bloody thing. No, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Stupid Google Maps. You click on one thing and it does another. You stupid thing. I want to go over here onto Hall Street. So we go onto Hall Street, move along a bit, we can get another view. I think the sun's... So it's actually mounted all the way across the other side of the car park from the station itself. Quite a small siren by the looks of it. Either that or it's just very high up. But there is the siren. Not a very good shot because it's got the sun behind it, thanks to Google Maps. And we can go and take a look at Foxton Beach, and that will conclude this video, because going any further north than this is kind of taking the piss. It's kind of taking the piss to go any further north. Now to get here, you'd have to go up further past White Street, up to Robinson Street, take Robinson Street along all the way. Robinson Street will then become Ladies Mile. Ladies Mile then becomes Foxton Beach Road. It's all the same road, it just changes name. Keep following Foxton Beach Road a pretty long damn way. Then the road splits, and then this is where I've got to look where I'm going. But you want to stay now. There's either Palmer Road up here, or Foxton Beach Road carries on, which is where you want to go, and keep following. Then it becomes Seabury Avenue, so the name changes again. Keep following Seabury Avenue. This will take a long time to get to. Then when you get here, there'll be a name called Darwick, called Darwick Street, and then Foxton Beach Station is there, and it looks like this. Apparently, I can't see. That's not a fire station. Ah, that is a fire station. There's a post right here. That is... oh, that's nearly... oh, wow, there's a big tower over there, painted red. And on top of it, a siren. Just what we want to see. And that tower is literally made of red painted metal. Odd. Huh, there's a pedestrian crossing over there. Is that a school or something? Not sure. Yeah. All fenced off, of course. No access up the tower, which is a good thing because you don't want trespassers getting into your siren and tampering with it. So there you have it. This pretty much concludes our Wellington Region siren hunt. Didn't take too long, did it? Only 4 episodes. So that's pretty much that. And yes, we did cheat. We did do about 3 or 4 sirens over the course of this series that were actually in the Manawatu region, but they're so close to the Wellington region that they're almost part of it. So that is basically every fire call-out siren in the Wellington region. And so that's it.